Hello and welcome to the Zero Plane. I'm your GM, Bowen North, and I've got some announcements. Well, this episode's a little bit more than normal because all four of us had a very long day, each in our own right. Work was crazy things happened. One of us got a certain shot for a certain thing, but towards the end of the episode, it just you can tell all of us are kind of like at our last leg. Not that it detracts, but decisions are made and things happen because of it. All enjoyable. And on a personal note, my wife and I had a child. As of this recording, he is 8 weeks old. And you know what? It is a monumentous and wonderful thing. I'm just happy I can still do all this nerdy stuff. Anyway, without further interruption, in this episode, our heroes must cope with lethal surprise and a man's loss of disguise. They'll experience some of the lowest lows, but not their highest highs. This is Scab, and he walks closer to you, and he starts being animated. He's not quite sure what he's doing, and he walks closer to you, and then he trips and he falls directly into a raging fire that has been completely that is engulfing the upper left section of the lower part of the ship.
It is that there the whole time?
Why is that so scary?
The fire is not moving. It is Panquake Holiday Fire that has been allowed to burn for several months. And the one thing about Panquake Holiday Fire is that if you breathe it in, it gets into your blood and slowly burns away at your body because
Oh, so it's worse than fire.
It is a slow, miserable death because you're being burned at a rate so slow that it takes up to 6 months to burn to death.
Question, why is it called Party Fire?
Well, the Panquake Holiday Fire happened during the gap within the Starfinder storyline. The gap happened, and no one knows like what happened. They just know several years or a year was missing, and no one in the universe remembers it. So that's why they call it a gap.
Yeah, it's between Pathfinder and Starfinder. It's like the missing years, kind of.
So this fire happened. Some huge magical something happened on Panquake that let this fire exist. So it's been burning for 318 years.
Holiday fire.
So
all right.
Be careful you don't fall into it because Scab goes, "Oh no. Okay, I gotta go to the hospital." Oh boy. And he calmly walks out of the fire and back onto the path. And he says, "All right, maybe I was a little bit too dramatic with that. There's something in here, and it's going to get us."
Probably the snooze.
He coughs, and some very slow flame comes out of his mouth. And he goes, damn.
Okay.
Well, I have to go to the hospital now, but we're locked on this ship. Where did you guys come from?
That away.
Ghoul confirmed with his friend Dusty. Indeed, that way, he said.
Yeah, I just kind of thumb point back over my shoulder.
WD-40 starts growling in the general direction of Scab.
Why doesn't our dog like you, Scab?
WD-40 is a pretty good judge of character.
And Scab just looks at you going, "Well, I kind of am a thief. I smell like fear and violence." WD-40 takes a step towards Scab, and Scab kind of takes a step back.
Easy, WD. Easy. We don't want to hurt this guy.
WD-40 stays at Elgar's side, but still growls at Scab.
What the fuck's your full name? And don't fuck with me. I'm part of the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Okay, sorry. My full name is Scabiculus Mark III.
I might have guessed.
Well, that's much less skeevy.
I look him up on Bounty Hunterpedia.
Check his LinkedIn.
Scab is a very successful yet failed thief, and he's got all sorts of like really minor dings on his record, like petty theft.
But he's like suspected for other stuff that they haven't nailed him with, maybe, or something like that. Or
he's always affiliated with the big boys, like the big guy. So he was part of War Chief's Tax's group for the theft of all of like the hangar bay. So all of like the big crime Scab has been affiliated with.
I send that information to my friends and to put a little urgent thing in their inboxes.
Oh, hold on. I just gotta read this email that I got. You stand there and make yourself comfortable.
And when you're doing that, Scab's like, yeah, and he takes a few steps backwards, and when he speaks,
Hey.
very slow flames come out of his mouth, and he doesn't look too happy about it. Don't speak too loudly. I know I'm speaking normal volume, but don't just yell. In the very bottom base of your feet, you feel a thump, thump, thump. And he says, yeah, we need to not make loud noises here. But this ship does have a lot of medical supplies. There's some weapons, and I need to go find those medical supplies because, well, clearly this Panquake holiday fire is already in my system.
Right. Where you want to meet up after you get your medical supplies? Because I have questions for you.
Well, we need to get into the bridge, and that's kind of locked out right now. I know the password, thankfully, but there's some danger, even if you know the password. So it'd be nice if I had some help with that.
What do you mean?
And he backs up a few more feet.
Well, hold on. This might be a stupid question, but what was that thumping under our feet?
I don't know.
Well, that's good.
There's something. Look at the bodies around. All right, there's at your feet, behind me, probably elsewhere. Something in here made the people not people anymore, and instead just marks on the ground.
Yeah, I was hoping that was decorative.
I thought so too when I first got in here, but this ship is only letting people in and not people out.
So how long have you been in here?
About 6 minutes.
I'm going to interrupt my cold-blooded collective comrades and say to them, like, hey, like, let's just follow him out of here. I don't like hanging out in this room.
And he backs up a few more steps. He says, okay, so I'm going to go to the med bay, and then we can go to the computer, right?
Well, I think first order of business here is getting ourselves a snoot scoot. That's what we came for.
Well, the snoot scoot's on the bridge. You can hear it. In the background, you hear a thump, thump, thump.
Well, that's convenient.
Oh, right.
And he says, I don't think that's the snoot scoot. And he coughs again, and the fire is just as prevalent. And he backs up a few more feet. And then something happens. A metallic rod shoots from the shadows, piercing into his abdomen. And then Scab starts screaming as a vicious assembly ooze brings itself over to him and starts disassembling his body as it sucks him into the ooze's ooze.
Assembly ooze?
Oh, WD-40, get back!
Roll your initiative.
Jesus.
All right.
Oh,
Never a dull moment. I thought he was going to run.
You thought wrong.
14.07.
7.02.
And 9 for me.
Gusty, Gould, and Elgar.
Sounds about right.
So that vicious assembly ooze is currently devouring, or disassembling, I should say, Scab. Behind you, Ghoul, another ooze pops out of a crate and moves towards you.
Oh my god.
No.
There is an ooze 35 feet ahead of you, eating poor Scab. And then there is an ooze 15 feet behind you, Ghoul.
Okay.
Like, everyone's pretty close together. So, starting with Gusty, what do you do?
Am I aware of that ooze behind us?
It made loud noises. It went because it's part robot and part ooze. And its whole mission is to disassemble things and reassemble things. So if it disassembles enough, it can make items.
Oh, okay. So this is
Yep.
full of things. Like it in the gelatinous cube, it's just full of like mechanic things, like parts for stuff.
Yeah, think of it as made entirely of nanites that can strip down things to their basic function, like a UPB or whatever that thing
What
is.
a BPU, I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. It's a the brr, and recreate it into something. So it can disassemble, let's say, a gun, and turn it into boots.
Oh, neat. I want gun boots.
Or a person and turn it into helmets.
That's just being green.
Well, actually,
It's just resourceful.
Glad we got our act together.
if any of you go into the Pancake Holiday Fire, you will have to roll for being infected with Holiday Fire. I suggest you don't go into the fire. It's very easy to avoid. That's why I'm telling you.
All right. Well, can I just take a quick shot at him with a pistol?
Yeah, it's 20 feet away from you. Yeah, Ghoul isn't even in the way for you.
24 attack, 4 damage.
Oh, you hit.
As a move action, can I just make like a perception to see if there's some kind of like live wire or like stray cable, like some kind of open source of electricity I can pull off of?
Ooh, roll it.
It's a 26.
You hear an insane amount of electricity about 50 feet away, up near one of the doors, about halfway up the ship. There's just so much electricity.
All right. Well, that's not immediately helpful. Okay, I guess that's my turn.
Ghoul, you're next.
So these things like are kind of reuse matter, kind of, right?
Yes.
Would they be affected by like a fire, like a laser and stuff? I guess they would.
Oh, yeah, they're physical. The bullet did do damage.
Right.
And you guys aren't trying to do any kind of weird... I mean, it has ooze immunities, so you can't put it to sleep, you can't paralyze it, that kind of stuff.
All right, I'm going to try my trick attack with my stealth thing.
You get it, just barely, though.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then I have to use Audrey's pistol, so I imagine he kind of stealths out of the way, shoots at him, and gets up on like the boxes trying to gain some distance.
Okay, so you wanted to stealth and then just normal shoot? Is that what you did?
It's the trick attack thing. It's like, I have to roll either for my character stealth.
Sorry,
stealth
I misunderstood you. I thought you were trying to hide. But yes, the trick attack, that went through. You got your 5. Ooh. Elgar.
I would like... Let's see.
Cool, you did like 13 damage there.
Yeah, made him easier to hit, too.
I'm gonna charge this mofo. I'm just gonna full attack him, charge.
Oh no,
try to,
get
like...
eaten.
You still can't see Scab, and the screaming has stopped.
Oh no.
Like his body went all the way into the vicious assembly ooze.
Ooh.
Because it's vicious.
Reminds me of like The Expanse or something.
I'm still gonna charge it. I just want to rush that thing and try to like knock Scab out of it. So 17 plus 1, 18?
Yep, on attack, and you do 11 bludgeoning damage. You do hit it.
Take that, you damn cube!
And it says... But that might have been Scab. You're not quite sure.
Scab, if you're in there, I'm coming for you!
A tiny plume of fire floats out of the vicious assembly ooze at an indescribable area. It's this ooze's turns.
Yay.
Yay.
The secret of the ooze.
WD-40, you stay back there. Don't move.
Ghoul, the ooze that attacked you shifts slightly, and then a pseudopod goes flying out and attacks you. Oh, you got 14 to your... No, that's KAC. Does that hit?
I think KAC. I'm okay.
KAC, not EAC.
I'm 15 KAC.
Okay. 16 on the second attack, even with -4, for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then the pseudopod attaches to you.
Oh, great.
And then the assembly ooze flies over and is now adjacent to you. The pseudopod is still connected to your body.
This is great.
Wait, what about Gusty?
Well, I don't know about Gusty, because there's a vicious assembly ooze right next to you, Elgar, and it's not looking happy.
Yeah, don't you worry about me none yet.
Oh, it's the ooze's turn. I forgot about that.
It attacks you!
Ugh!
The ooze starts moving onto you, Elgar.
You.
Make a fortitude save.
What are you doing, ooze? Huzzah! 17.
Well, you're saved. Nothing happens. The ooze begins to move over you, and you resist it.
Get off of me, you freaking cube.
When it tries to ooze over you, you could have sworn you felt something that felt weirdly oblong that's soft and smooth.
Huh.
You're not quite sure what it was. Possibly a bone.
Ooh.
This encounter's rife with euphemism.
That felt oddly oblong and possibly like a bone.
And I'm the weird one with the gun fetish.
WD-40 runs past everyone and is now halfway up the ship.
WD-40, god dang it, get back here!
And WD-40 is just barking like crazy.
Oh, get off of me, Cube. Gotta go save my dog.
Gusty, it's your go.
Did both Austin and Ross take damage last turn?
Ross took damage. Austin did not. So Ghoul took the damage.
7 points of stamina.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use Inspiration Boost on Ghoul, which is heals for 12 stamina points.
Oh, nice.
What ditty do you play me? I want to know.
I have to be careful with this because last time I said I played something that turned out to be very hard to compose. Oh, I don't play anything. I give you a hearty thumbs up with a you can do it, little frog man. I believe in you personally.
The living embodiment of one of those hang in there kitten posters.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Froggy.
Somewhere in between the kitty poster and like Rosie Riveter, but less charming.
So that gives me some stamina
And
back?
12 stamina points. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're back to full health.
Can I just sort of sequester myself over here behind these barrels?
So you guys started out on the catwalk to the right and the left. It's only like a 3-foot drop because it's
It's a drop.
like a shallow, it's a shallow loading bay. So the fire's in one corner. There's acid in the bottom left corner. There's storage in the bottom right corner. And there's more storage and barrels in the top right corner of what you're in.
And from there, can I still get kind of a semi-blocked view of Ghoul and Elgar? I know I would have to like reach around, but
They would get the ooze would get cover,
right.
so it would get some bonuses to defense.
Just so long as I can reasonably keep tabs on what's actually going on.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the ooze. You can't see Ghoul too much because he's only 2 feet tall.
Right. All right, I'm just gonna hide behind that barrel and end my turn.
All right, Ghoul, you're next.
So I think I have it that like since I hit him with I can move away from him without doing an attack of opportunity. Correct. I hit him with the trick attack. Okay.
He is flat-footed.
Well, I'm gonna just trick attack him again. I try to. I guess I don't see any downside.
Ooh, stealth 24. You got it.
Okay, my trick attack roll. Damn, 5 again, and then I'm going to shoot him, please, Audrey baby.
No, you hit it for not much initial damage, but your trick attack added 5, so you did 8 damage total.
So I back up, trying to get it, so I have to like climb up to get me, trying to get like cover on boxes, I guess, or something.
The damage when you shoot it for that time, everything atomizes into cascading little plume of broken nanites.
Oh, hey,
And the cube, or the ooze, is no more.
that was actually less painful than I thought it would be.
I do that revolver ocelot thing when I try to juggle my Audrey guns.
Remind me, just in our observations of this thing, do we know what it's susceptible to, or is that something I'd have to roll for?
You could roll life science, because technically these things are alive.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
They would be treated as a creature. Life science check of 8.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that they're oozes and that they're cube.
It doesn't really do me much good now, does it?
No.
All right then, well.
Although you do hear a deep and pained scream from beneath the ooze's surface.
I'm just going to go straight up pummel attack on it and just claw into it, man. Straight up unarmed strike it.
Oh, damn.
That's what I say. Kind of like pummel it with my fists.
You got it for attack of 22. It did 12 damage. The ooze atomizes and explodes into little plume, and Scab is actually nothing but atomized human. There may be 1 or 2 bones that hit the floor, but it's just a big old puddle. And Scab is no more.
That oblong bone-like thing was Scab.
Ooh.
I couldn't save him, guys.
kind of wonder what it was going to turn him into.
Damn. I bet it was worth like at least like a cheeseburger from that McDonald's knockoff.
McFleabies.
McFleabies, yes.
All right, WD-40 is barking at a door, and
Oh, right, the dog.
you've got the rest of the ship. Elgar, you're next to a room. It's storage, but there's some low radiation coming off of it. But you're wearing armor, so you're totally fine. And actually, to the right, you notice there's some low radiation coming off of that room. Your armor will protect you from any low radiation, because that's what armor of your level can do.
Most excellent. Is it my turn to move right now, or are we out of combat?
You are now out of combat. So you can explore the ship or go see what WD-40 is doing.
I'd like to investigate this room.
Yeah, I'll run ahead and check on the dog if you want to do some exploring.
That radiation intrigues me, and I'm also curious about like these crates.
You're not
So
sure
do that.
where the radiation is coming from, but it seems to be emanating from, when you look at both of these storage rooms, it seems to be emanating from the vents. Make a perception check.
7.
Even with 7, you hear a deep exhaling and inhaling of something. Something seems to be breathing, not in the vents, but audibly through the vents. And it's loud.
Guys, I got a pretty bad feeling about this. Let's get hustling. I don't want to stick around here too long.
Gusty, what are you doing?
Checking on the dog to make sure nothing is eating it and what it's barking at.
The dog is just barking at this door. It's got a little cross on it. Seems to be medical, and the dog won't stop barking at it.
Okay, does the door appear to be locked?
No, the door is green, but WD-40 has not tried to walk through it. Either the door cannot open because WD-40 is a dog, or it just isn't opening for him for some reason.
Getting risky here. And there's can I hear anything coming through the door? Like, is there any sound at all?
There's no sound coming through, but there is a grate right next to the door on the floor, and you hear the same breathing coming through that vent, but there's no radiation.
Does that breathing, does it smell like the breath of a live thing?
Make a perception check.
23.
Hot dog.
It smells of meat.
I don't like how this is going.
What do we make of that information?
Everyone just kind of chews on that a second.
Well,
I
here's what first I'm gonna grab WD-40 by the collar or whatever he has, basically just to
Make a grapple, because he is fighting you.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to pick him up. I just want to make sure he doesn't bolt.
He is wanting to go through this door
Grapple.
into what appears to be a medical bay.
I mean, if it smells like meat.
The door doesn't smell like meat. There is a grate on the floor next to that door that does smell like meat.
Ship is alive and has been eating people, I think, is the... I don't have that under my thing. I'm just going to do it manually.
And while you're figuring that out, there's another thump, thump, thump.
So that's... ends up being...
Is that a 9?
It ends up being like a 13.
That is actually not enough to grapple
Yeah.
WD-40.
This dog's gonna kick my ass. Well, anyway, I open the door.
When you open the door, you see a hallway, and there's bloody footprints leading from a further door up ahead that is also green. WD-40 runs up to that door and starts barking.
Oh, okay, cool. Get another shot.
The bloody footprints are walking toward you and away from this particular door that WD-40 just ran
Wait,
up to.
Actively walking toward me?
Actively? No, these are
Okay.
old, bloody footprints that walk outside from the door that WD-40 is at, all the way out into the hallway in which you
Right,
stand.
someone got bloody and then walked out. Are these boot prints, or is it like a bare foot, or a claw, or a paw?
It's a bear, not a bear, but barefooted individual with an indeterminate amount of toes.
Definitely a person with bare feet. You know what I mean by bare feet.
Uh-huh. Hey, Ghoul, it's getting sketchy up here. I might need an extra gun.
All right, I'm go hurry over to him.
I don't know why I keep going into these rooms by myself.
It's a Good question.
All right, I'm gonna open.
Sprints down the hall. Flap, flap, flap goes his froggy feet. Sorry.
So Gusty is just outside the door, right next to WD-40. Is anyone else joining him? We're not in combat, so we can just move places.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
I've trained my guns on the door.
Remind me, do we know what a nog is?
I don't know what a nog is.
You do know what a nog is. They are very skittish little amphibious-looking creatures. They're typically docile, but if you scare them, they have a tendency to explode, and they're full of toxins and poisons and horrible things and diseases.
Ugh.
Oh, fun.
Maybe we just leave that thing be.
I
Or
can
maybe...
see that.
And the nog is just chilling further up the hallway towards the bridge. But let's focus on Gusty and Ghoul.
I'll open this door if you just sort of shoot whatever weird things on the other side of it.
Okay. Ghoul said agreeing to the android.
Okay, I'm gonna make another attempt at holding the dog and not doing it. Well, anyway, I open the door.
Okay, you failed that attempt. Inside, you see a failed surgery. The lights are flickering. There's blood everywhere.
Ugh.
There's some sort of procedure was happening, but something went wrong, and there's organs all over the patient. The patient's organs, actually. And whoever was in there just looks like they had to run out in a hurry. So, mid-operation, the patient is deceased, but something big and bad happened fast.
Are there any smiley faces anywhere?
There are 0 smiley faces.
Okay, I think we're all right then.
Okay.
Those are so obvious that is free information. Also, there's no whispering of evil torment and stripping flesh off of bone and smiling. There's no whispers.
All right.
So that's what's in the room, and you happen to see some storage container of medical supplies, and everything else is really just broken or covered in blood.
I would like to run up to WD-40 and say, WD-40, what's up, boy? Why'd you want in here?
WD-40 runs away from you and starts barking at the supplies.
He ran into the blood.
Yeah, WD-40 is running all over this blood and getting tracks everywhere. It's in his paws. It's in his nails now. It's going to take forever. You're going to have to get a brush and just brush that out. It's on the bottoms of his feet, and he sits down, and now it's on his butt. So you're going to have to clean that. It's just, he's a royal mess, you know?
Please tell me there's a groomer on Panquake.
Can't imagine what kind of fiasco we'll have to go through to get a bath for this dog.
Goodness.
That's probably like a punishment on the wheel.
That's an entire episode. The gang takes WD-40 for a bath.
What happens when you live in a world where every episode feels like a filler episode?
The world's a filler episode.
I would like to open the med container that WD-40 is barking at.
In the med container, you find...
Brace yourself.
a whole bunch of tentacles! Sorry. It's too tempting. No, you find a med patch, 4 of them. You find an advanced med kit. You find a dermal stapler, which will end the bleeding effect if anyone is actually bleeding. You find 4 serum of healing Mark IIs, and you find a nanite hypopen, black.
That's a lot of cool stuff, guys.
What's the nanite hypopen?
The nanite hypopen is actually equivalent to the spell Restoration Lesser, or Lesser Restoration. It heals ability damage up to 1d4.
Interesting.
So you inject yourself with this nanite, and it's like casting a spell.
Okay, so it'd be like cast upon you. It's a serum, right?
Yeah, you just inject yourself. And it's actually better, but it's expensive, but you guys found it, so it's free.
Would it be possible to jerry-rig like that to be like a healing dart with my darts for my rifle?
Well, you don't have a rifle that can shoot darts.
Right. I need like a canister attachment thing or something. Okay.
Audrey can she already goes from pistols to sniper, anything.
Oh, she's amazing. I don't want her to get jealous.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Okay.
So yeah, there's that. So anyway, that's what you find in this medical place. And the healing serums, they are, what is it, 3d8? They're really good. There's 4 of them. Healing serum, Mark II.
I call dibs on one of those and give 2 to Elgar since, he's died.
Twice, technically.
Ghoul said to him sassily.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
The med patch you use for first aid and long-term stability, treat diseases or poisons and stuff.
I'll take the med patch if that's all right.
There's 4 of them.
I'll take a couple of med patches.
I'll take one. You want one, Ross?
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right. Ross or Ghoul and Elgar take 1 med patch, and Gusty takes 2.
Ghoul, I looked at his friends, and so there's that vent over there, right? Does anyone have I don't know, I kind of have this desire to throw a grenade into that vent just to see what's down there, or some way to flush it out or whatever, rather than go in after it. I have a smoke grenade. Ghoul says to his friends as he sorts through his thing, which he then says to them, this curse, and then he's going through his stuff. It's and I have a frag grenade, but it just seems like that'd blow a hole in the floor. You got any of that solar flary wary stuff? He says to the lizard. You drop a fireball down there, or I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of got to be in the right mood for that. Don't have anything off the tip of my tongue.
You can't just take a pill for that, or
I'm sure I could.
It's Solarian Viagra for when your Solarian is feeling down. It's an instant solar boner.
I summon Solar Boner.
This podcast brought to you by
Solar Boner.
We need a novelty condom to sell in our e-store.
Can I look around for other vents like the ones that we've encountered so far?
You can. I mean, there's a vent in each room. That's how life support works. You know this just from general starships and things. There has to be a vent somewhere to keep the air moving.
Is there breathing coming from the vent in this room then?
There is. The sound of breathing and the smell of meat is coming from this vent as well.
Is it as strong, though?
It is equally strong.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do a perception check to identify the type of meat. Would that be life science or
yes,
perception?
that would be life science.
I feel like that'd be a cooking check.
Roll my cooking. Well, that's if you're cooking. It just smells like meat. You don't know if it's actually meat.
14.
I kind of hope that Austin's character knows what that smell of human meat smells like or something. It's it smells like human or something.
You're not quite sure what this meat smell is, but you happen to find it kind of a familiar aroma. But you cannot place where you have sort of experienced this.
That aroma. Wafting. It has familiar hints of something, but... we know this smell. I know this smell, at least. That's about all I got, guys.
In the bottom of the medical container you guys just found that WD-40 was trying to get at, you notice WD-40 reach in and kind of bite down on something, and then he quickly runs away past all of you.
God damn it, dog.
And he looks like he's getting away with something, and he runs. One of the doors actually opens for him, and now he's hiding.
WD, get back here. We can't keep playing these games. Stop rolling in blood and stealing things.
When you get close to the nog, as you approach the upper hallway, you hear it go...
Is that a purr like a cat purr, or is that an aggressive, a growl?
It's an ambiguous grr. You're not quite sure what that noise is for. But it does start to swell.
All right, so...
And then it stops. It actually hops back a little bit.
I'm going to start playing my guitar and fascinate this thing.
Oh, you absolutely get it. It's a very small frog.
I play a lullaby I heard once that someone told me fish like.
The swelling goes down. It is now as small as it originally was.
I don't know what this thing's about, but I do not want to get close to it yet.
Hey, Ghoul, could you talk to this thing or communicate with it? It's amphibious.
Yeah, you speak the same language, right? You both got that face, too.
I mean...
Ghoul ignores the casual racism.
You share a common ancestor.
Oh, yeah. Let me just... next time there's a lizard, let me ask if you can, like, chitter at it. All right, fine. Yeah, fine. Ghoul's all huffy now, and he walks over. And,
do you read the Nog's mind?
Like, yeah, he uses his mind trick, like, thing to...
So the dog isn't smart enough for actual telepathy, but you do kind of gain a sense of a few words. Danger is one of them. Sleepy is another, and the last is giant. And it just keeps...
Danger, sleepy giant.
It just keeps repeating these words as it seems to be quite exhausted. Like, so exhausted that it is just barely able to move.
I don't know if I would need to do a check for it. Does it appear to be, like, hypnotized or something? Like, its simple mind is kind of enthralled or whatever, so it's on repeat?
It's almost like it's not being controlled, but almost like trauma happened.
Interesting.
It's a small traumatized frog.
And I throw it telepathically at him, because why not? Might as well use my telepathic stuff.
What do you throw at him?
This thing seems to be tripping out as repeating these 3 words he thought to his friends.
Peculiar.
All right, what do you guys do? And Gusty, you see more of the pre-area before the bridge, and you see a computer, but you see a lot of blood and a gas container
on the computer.
All the blood's coming away from the computer, and there's actually another vent just right next to the computer on the floor.
I am so afraid of touching anything in this ship right now.
I didn't want to do a perception check. Is there like a security system or something around where we could like possibly take a peek into the vents? Like if at least we could see there's things in them currently.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the one computer to get you access onto the bridge. The bridge is where you can start controlling things.
Okay, so who's the best with the computers? Can someone, he asks his friends, hatching a plan.
In the distance, you hear WD-40 start barking incessantly.
Oh, right, we were chasing the dog down.
Oh, I'll go get it.
I start just tapping away just to see what happens. See if I can just like at least like access the cameras or something, or like schematics for the vents.
So you're trying to hack this computer.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. If it's not going to just let me in, I guess I have to hack it, or try to.
You set off all the alarms. All of the alarms on the entire ship are going crazy bonkers, and now everything is red. There's alarms, there's lights everywhere now, and you hear, instead of you just hear thump, 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 and the whole ship is kind of rocking.
Ghoul turned back to his friends and said sheepishly, "Well, now everyone knows something's going on, guys. Mission accomplished."
You better keep messing around with that computer. I'm gonna go get WD-40, okay?
Are you better at this, Jesse? Are you better with computers?
Not by much, but I could take a whack at it.
Yeah, go.
All right,
give it a shot.
Trade places. It's a 14. I am one better, apparently.
Oh, yeah, a little bit better, just like you said.
So
the alarms go off even more.
The alarms keep going, and you've now hit a tier 2 freaking a safety measure, and you take 4d6 electricity damage.
Shit.
Oh, but it's only 8 damage.
Oh, I lucked out that one.
That was, oh my gosh, a 2, a 1, and a 3.
Yeah.
That could have been so much worse.
Yeah, that almost could have knocked me.
You want to go for another roll?
I would like to run into the room where WD's barking and say, WD, oh WD.
Where's the room that you're going into?
Here? Is that where WD was?
Those are two separate rooms.
Oh, shit.
There's two doors. You've got a left door and a right door. Which door do you go into?
I go into the right door.
All right.
And I'm waving my meaty poncho around to kind of lure him in.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, you don't see him, but you do see a pistol on the ground.
Wait, can we just like meditate on that sentence? I don't know. You wave your meaty poncho around. Is that what
I
you said?
also like that you
Yes.
like rolled your meaty poncho into roll 20. Like you did a meaty poncho check.
This is a callback.
That you got from Borcat.
Wait, this is a callback to episode 1 or episode 0.
Yeah,
right?
episode 0.
Oh, I remember how we got
And this
that.
is when Ross stepped away from the mic. I just listened to this.
Right.
So yes, I got a meaty poncho. It's actually a sailcloth that was at Borcat's
Right.
hut
Yes.
that I turned into a
Okay.
poncho, soaked in meat juice.
All right.
Precisely for this moment.
Oh, wait. Is that the meat smell? I just made a connection.
No, that's
Oh.
not. You constantly smell like meat, and Gusty constantly smells
Yeah.
like meat because he's wearing a meat shirt that he also got from Borcat, the meat bat.
Ah, that's why I know this meat smell. Dang.
It's not that familiar.
Ah.
All right, so there's a pistol on the ground in this bedroom. What do you
I
do?
pick up the pistol.
The pistol is a 0 pistol, frostbite class.
Ooh.
It is level 5, and it's a small arm. It does 1d6 cold damage, or cryo, but it has a range of 60 feet.
Whoa.
Well, that's neat.
And it has a critical of staggered.
What was a that I don't. Let's scratch that one for the record, guys. I don't like that.
No, it's canon.
I just pick up the pistol and move on. Never mind.
It's just like make sure he hopes nobody heard him like over the mic.
Shh, they're coming in from some static, y'all. Found a cool pistol. Nothing here. Still looking for WD.
I guess I'm gonna give up on the computer.
Oh my gosh. Side note, if I cut out, it's because the power went out because the ice giants are
Oh,
fighting outside my house right now.
Oh,
Oh,
The ice chat. It's
Yeah.
praise Murr.
April.
You know, the ice giants. That was Elgar. He found a pistol. Back to Gusty and Ghoul, I guess.
All right, this isn't going super well. This might be going outside the bounds of how this is supposed to work, but is there a physical panel near the computer I can open up to get it? Like basically, can I open it up to like the motherboard and the power supply?
There is, but there also might be more
Mhm.
security precautions. Because just punching in the wrong password caused an alarm and then lots of damage to the user.
You're saying I'm gonna get electrified again?
I'm not saying anything except for that.
All right. Does it look like if I try to open up this panel, like I will die from a lightning bolt?
Roll engineering.
Cool, this should go well. That's a 16.
You're 50-50 sure that there might be something behind it that will hurt you.
Okay. All right, say all right, cool.
Also, it'll take you like a full 5 minutes to get in there.
That's fine. I have a thing that has the time for this type of thing.
In the distance, you hear some sort of trumpeting, some sort of snooting in the room you're trying to get access to, into the bridge.
Ghoul goes.
And it doesn't sound pleased. It
That's-
sounds frantic.
This door right here.
Yeah, there's a door directly next to the computer.
Can I try and short the door? Would that be a quicker way to do this?
Instead of just getting through the computer?
Yeah, is there something physically I can manipulate with the door?
Yeah, it's like a blast door, but you're maybe have more of a chance to get at it. Like there's panels near it that you might be able to use.
All right, I'll try this then.
So I guess roll another engineering.
17.
17. You're 50-50 sure that something of these panels might open the door.
I'm about to just start shooting everything that's electronic in this room.
Sorry, your rolls are just pretty... Like, you're rolling consistently low. You haven't broken a natural 10 at all. We interrupt this episode to bring you... Well, actually, it's a sponsor this time. McFleaby's. McFleaby's is the best place to stop and have a drink, a bite to eat, or even just sit and contemplate the vastness of infinity that is one's inner thoughts. A perfect place to go to relax after a day of avoiding murder from either side of the experience and get some wonderful food of your desired temperature. They serve all sentient life forms from the smallest skittermander to the largest celestial dragon hell-bent on preventing systemic annihilation of populated worlds. By the swarm, poor politics, or simply the influence of the great old ones. So next time you feel a slight pain in your stomach or general sustenance processor, hit up the nearest McFleaby's for the best experience of food and employees authorized to use lethal force. McFleaby's, you eat here. And now, back to the show. What do you do, Ghoul?
Takes a nap. Are there any onions nearby?
They always know what to do.
There are, I can tell you this, there are possibly onions nearby.
Is there like
If you believe in onions, Russ.
a grocery store, farmer's market?
So Elgar's checking the ship. You can help scour the ship for WD-40 and uncover more of it.
Sure, I'll go to help do that, Elgar.
WD, got your meaty poncho. You remember this thing?
And I want to search for really anything, looking for the possible snoot scoot too.
Ghoul, where do you check? You've got a couple rooms.
Okay, oh, I'm sorry. I gotta get up just because I'm laying on the couch.
Oh.
COVID.
Yeah.
Let me check a look.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm being lazy. Let's see. Look.
So any doorway will lead into a room.
Oh, okay.
There's a doorway to your right. There's a doorway to your left. It's locked, but it looks less intense than the bridge door.
Okay, I'll try getting that open.
So off to your left, about 15 feet. That's the door you're going for.
If it looks less intense.
And all of you guys have noticed the thumping has stopped.
But there's still alarms and stuff going off, yeah?
There are still alarms, and they're very loud.
Just not a very computer-y guy.
Oh, roll an engineering check, because this is just a solid door.
Oh, okay.
It's a regular
Jesus
old door.
Christ.
It just seems to be locked.
Nope.
This is going really well.
But you're pretty sure if you keep at it that you can unlock this particular door.
Okay, I'll take my 10 or whatever the saying is and work at it to try to get it open.
The nog that is in between you guys stopped moving. And that's all you noticed. The little nog has stopped moving.
That's probably an ominous sign.
Elgar, what are you doing?
I would like to try this door next. I'm just searching for WD.
You open the door, and it's just a little officey place. There's nothing too special about it. It's got a desk and chairs and kind of like another desk, some filing cabinets. It's kind of like where all the clerical work was done of this ship. It's where billing was done.
Is there any like thing I can read in there, like data logs or... Yeah, I want to be a sleuth right now. I want to be a detective. I want to look for clues.
You don't find any like data logs, but you do find a bunch of numbers. Your perception check of 1. The numbers really don't make any sense to you.
Easy numbers.
You're pretty sure it's just numbers of profit and loss of profit and profit again.
I mean, is it like a sticky note or like...
It's just some numbers that Elgar found just somewhere in that room.
Just numbers lying around the way they do.
You're just picking up some numbers.
This is like a Sesame Street episode going wrong.
You've got
Just
like...
numbers everywhere. I'm leaving this room.
The Count dropped his bucket in that room.
So that was Elgar's turn.
Hear that, guys?
Gusty.
I'm going to try and engineering this door again, but we're going to roll an expertise into it. Oh, that's 27, but I said it, so I'm doing it with a 2 at 28 total.
You got a 29 total.
29, I mean, I can do math.
You can open this, but it'll take you 2 rounds. Because you got to hotwire a bunch of things and have the door tell the computer that it can open. So you got to trick the computer via the door. But it'll take you about 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get at that.
Ghoul, are you still trying to get into this door?
Yes. Do I get through?
Yeah, roll an engineering.
Yeah. Sure. I thought.
Yeah, it's still locked.
Come on. I pray to Audrey, my true goddess.
She says, "Thanks, Ghoul. That means a lot to me. Sometimes you make me feel like a goddess." Oh no, you rolled a 1.
That's what you get for forsaking Keanu.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was scratch that.
Okay.
Engineering check is 6. That's still the same. So you're pretty sure that you can open this door in 3 rounds.
You guys.
So to compensate for that,
WD's out there somewhere.
and then you guys are just like, I gotta open this door.
I keep tapping away and remembering how my froggy father always scolded me that I didn't pay attention in computer science class. I had really bad grades in it. Someday I was going to regret it.
All right, Elgar.
Elgar frantically waving his meaty poncho around in desperation tries this door.
So you've got another door. It seems to go into a larger part of the ship on the right side. You open it. It's real messy. And there's a blood trail going into it, but it seems like kind of like the lounge. Like there's a place where people sat, played cards. There's a lot of drinks spilled. There's some gambling looking stuff, like a roulette table for some reason.
We had a dartboard on the table.
But yeah, this is the room that you go in, and while the other guys are still working and tinkering away, this does go into another room. Do you want to go in there?
Yeah, but I tell my friends, I say, hey, you guys, just so you know, I'm checking something out.
I'm working on this door, so...
And then I go further into this room, yeah.
We're just frantically busting wires out of the walls.
So you go and you open the door, and you find WD-40. WD-40 is next to the body of an alien, pretty much a xenomorph, but it looks like it was taking a nap and something crushed it. WD-40 is next to some restraints or manacles.
Whoa, those are giant manacles. That's huge.
That's so we can see them. They're just on the floor.
It's almost like they're for a giant.
There.
Okay, whew, okay.
So you find some manacles, and WD-40 is really just staying in this corner. And WD-40 is not wagging his tail. He really seems to not want to move from this spot. WD-40 has his back up against the wall pretty much and is just looking and seems to be waiting. And you pick up those restraints.
Excellent. WD, what's going on, buddy? What are you doing in here?
WD-40 just looks at you and then looks straight ahead and then ever so gently, quietly lies down. Not out of sleepiness, but out of what seems to be anticipation.
Hey guys, I got a bad feeling about this dead body in here.
Which dead body is that?
There's just your typical dead xenomorph looking thing in here, but WD-40's wigging out over it. Did somebody get down here just in case something goes south?
That's fine. I fucking hate computers, he gravely said, and he went trotting down to hang out with his reptile buddy. I give up on my thing.
I would like... While Ghoul is heading over, I want to give it a life science check. That dead body.
The life science is 22. That's just a regular old worker on the Wayland Corp starships. It seems to be crushed.
Can I try picking WD-40 up to carry him with me?
Do you do that?
I do, yeah. Do I have to do a check for that?
WD-40 bites you.
Oh, WD, what the heck? Didn't you steal something earlier? What's in your mouth?
There's nothing in his mouth right now. WD-40 is yet to move anymore. All right, now we're going to cut away from you guys. Gusty.
Yes, sir.
You're on your last round. The wires are exactly where you need them to be. You know, you've got the last 2 wires, but you had to take from some unknown sort of wiring and like cross it over, and you're not sure what it leads to, but you're pretty sure it's gonna work. Based on your intimate knowledge of vehicles and starships.
I do like crossing mysterious wires, so this should be good.
So, do you open the door to the bridge?
Oh, 100% I open this door.
So the door now unlocks, but so does the door that Ghoul was working on.
Oh, well, that's possibly convenient. Do they unlock and then open, or just unlock?
They just unlock. So where do you go?
Well, like hell am I going to go in there by myself? Do they... Like they're unlocked and I step away, they're not gonna relock or something?
Yeah, you have to like push a button and then they open. The Ghoul's door has more of a manual thing. It's got a handle, but it was locked. Now it is unlocked.
Right. Well, then I'm gonna go join my buddies. Tell them that I have unlocked the doors.
Do you guys think that WD-40 killed this thing?
Does it look like it was recently killed?
It is very old blood. You know this from how many things you've killed, Elgar. It is old death.
Okay. Ignore that question, guys. That was silly of me.
I'll be honest.
So what's up with WD-40?
I don't know. He's taken on a bit of a leading quality.
In the distance, you hear thump, thump, thump.
Did you find the thing that he was carrying?
No. I would like to do a perception check, though, just in case I missed it on the ground.
Yeah, do you want to...
With your perception check of 10, you're pretty sure WD-40 swallowed whatever he got.
Oh, no. What if he swallowed some weird vial like Ghoul? What if he's having an existential crisis right now, guys?
I think we've all been having that the last couple of days.
WD-40, can you talk? Do you have superpowers now, WD-40?
Ghoul slaps Elgar. Get a hold of yourself, man. You're going crazy.
Elgar's just lost it.
You guys feel the ground shake as you hear metal rip and bend.
WD-40, can you help us with this?
WD-40 does not move. WD-40 stays laying down and looks straight ahead. Tail not moving, eyes unblinking.
Elgar, WD-40 isn't...
No, you guys, I can't give up on WD-40. I can't just leave him here.
There never was a WD-40. You're going to just get...
The starship shakes again, and you hear metal ripping as something is tearing through the ship.
Where is this tearing coming
WD-40, come with us. We can't just leave you here.
I grab... off of, like, can I grab? I want to try grabbing Elgar's cryo gun and freezing the dog so we can just take him.
You'd have to take it off of Elgar. Off of Elgar's belt. You'd have to like sleight of hand it and
I'll
then
ask him. Elgar, let me freeze him and we can sort him out later.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. All right,
let's
do that.
You can roll the shot for me.
And Gusty, are you in that room?
Yeah, I'm in the doorway there.
I would like to
You hear more crashing as the ship rocks side to side and metal is torn asunder.
Oh, so that's definitely coming from like the bridge area then. Is that the impression I'm getting?
You're not sure where it's coming from, but it seems to be getting closer to you.
Well, I'm going to step down here and look down the hallway and with my gun out. And possibly also my guitar.
The door is closed and you can't see outside of the area you're in.
Okay.
Does this cryo pistol do non-lethal damage?
You can make it do non-lethal damage, but it's like -4 to your attack.
Okay. I take out the pistol since I'm like right next to WD-40.
WD-40 looks up at you and gives you the saddest puppy eyes you've ever seen.
God, WD-40, I don't want to do this.
You look at WD-40 and he looks terrified beyond reason.
Oh, I gotta do it. I'm so sorry, WD.
We don't got time for this, man.
Forgive me.
You miss. You miss horribly.
No.
You miss so badly. You shoot 5 feet on either side of WD-40, like, and he doesn't even know that you even shot at him. It was so bad. He just thinks you shot out of excitement.
Ghoul, you take the gun. I
You
can't do
rolled
this.
a 4 and a 5.
Ghoul, just take the gun. Just do it. I can't. I just have too many jitters and nerves.
Okay.
He's WD-40.
Before you pass the gun to Ghoul, the wall shakes and tears open as a giant dinosaur,
Oh my goodness.
a giant electric dinosaur bursts through the wall and uses its breath weapon on you. Everyone, except for WD-40, takes 7 damage. DC 13 for half.
Like a reflex?
7.
DC 13 reflex for half damage.
Reflex.
Oh, you get it. You take 5 damage. Sorry, not 5 damage. 4 damage.
Oh my god, I didn't get it.
Oh no, Ghoul, you take a full 7.
Well, back to 21 again.
That was it. Surprise round. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh. 5.02.
I rolled a natural 1 and still...
Oh my god. Well, Ghoul, you do go, because it was a natural 1, you do go last.
No, I don't. I concede to go last.
Okay, but not because you told me to.
You're like, I choose.
I choose to delay my turn.
All right, Gusty, your move.
Okay.
All you heard, Gusty, was insane crashing through, and you felt the ship shake, and then you heard a terrifying sonic shout that probably didn't sound too great in the room that everyone was just in.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop this door open and run out into the hallway.
You see the main hallway, the Nog is unchanged. It looks just kind of frozen in place, but you see a big, crazy, swinging tail, and it looks monstrous.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move my full movement up to here and shoot the big dinosaur butt that crashed through the wall.
Now you are in base contact
Oh, is that?
with the monster, even though it's just its tail.
Oh, that is base contact. Son of a bitch.
So for the game rules, it would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, so it's fully aware of me then.
If you attack it in base contact, it'd be aware enough of you for it to get an attack on you, as per the rules.
If I shot around this corner here, would it have cover?
Also, behind you is rubble. That is just like flat ground.
Oh, okay. I can just go. Okay, I assumed that was like a big, like a wall. And then, yeah, I definitely move there.
Gusty, roll a 13.
Yeah, 13 attack.
For 4 damage, you do not hit.
That's not embarrassing.
Elgar, you're next.
Kind of going out on a limb here, but I draw out my broken phasic scythe rapier.
Both of you are in base contact with this monster, just to give you a heads up. So if you use a range attack, it gets an attack on you.
But isn't that broken phasic scythe? Isn't that a hand weapon?
That is a hand weapon. Sorry, that statement was more for Ghoul.
Yeah, I was going to actually use my bayonet anyway.
I would like to draw that weapon and attack with it. Just thinking back to that, like, one dragon-like monster we killed that left it behind. Maybe going out on a limb. Maybe.
And this thing looks like an irradiated version of the electric dinosaur.
Gotcha. So I'm going to hope there's some, like, dino magic going on with it and just give it the old attack-a-rooney.
Roll your attack. Oh, you do hit for 9 damage.
Nice.
All right, it did not look happy, and you used your movement to take the weapon out, so
Yeah.
that was your full turn.
Yeah.
And that was to its KAC, or EAC, so you hit its lower defense.
Okay.
All right, Ghoul. Oh, actually, no, the electric dinosaur goes.
Womp womp.
The electric dinosaur has a terrifying aura. Everybody within 10 feet, which is actually not Gusty, but Elgar and Ghoul, I need a fortitude save of 13, otherwise you are fatigued.
Or is it willpower? As he says, fear, right? Or...
Not fear, fatigued.
fatigue. Oh,
like it's
okay.
you will have the condition of fatigue. Oh, Elgar, you are fatigued.
I'm scared to roll.
And this is just its aura. Its aura.
I'm not, right? I hope. Jeez.
It was 13. You are not. So up in the conditions, Elgar.
Yeah.
Yep. Select fatigue, and now you get -1 to a lot of stuff, like all your attacks.
Oh, yeah.
And your initiative, your reflex. Yep.
Yeesh.
And it looks at you, Elgar, and it tries to take a big old bite out of you.
No. So what do I do?
No.
It hits you for 23 at 14 damage.
Oh, oof, that's a whammy.
It's a lot of damage. And that was just one attack. All right. Now, Ghoul, your go.
Okay. There's my stealth, my trick attack, and I'm doing the trick attack with the Bloodhound Razor bayonet.
Oh, you do get it.
Oh, shit.
Yep, the Bloodhound Razor that's been on Audrey for this whole time.
Can I do a full attack?
You can, actually. You have not moved, and it's +5 damage. You miss with both attacks.
That's just disappointing.
So it was a 13 and a 10. All right, now back to Gusty.
I'm going to slip my pistol back into my arm and take out my bombard shell gun and shoot it with that. It should be hitting its EAC with a...
Though you do miss, its EAC is higher than 13. So it's your movement to pull the gun out, and then...
Yeah, that was my whole thing. I'm just trying different stuff here. Next, I'll throw a shoe at it.
Who throws a shoe?
Hey, your shoes have been successful in the
My
past.
coffee cup has been successful in the past. And that's next on the
Elgar,
list.
your go.
I would just like to do a full... I've already got my weapon drawn, that phasic scythe, so I'm going to just do a double whammy slish slash.
Oh, you hit it once with the slish slash.
Nice.
For 9 damage.
Nice. Snicker snack.
Whittling away. It does not look happy at you.
Oh.
You're attacking it so hardcore, it is going to perform a multi-attack.
Oh, no.
It is going to hit you 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys, let's...
But it's hitting your KAC. So the first attack is a bite that hits for at 24 for 11 damage.
Ouch. Down to 0.
The second... the second hits your EAC. It's the Phasic Claws.
Oof.
For 16.
So
does that hit your EAC?
My EAC is 16.
So that does hit for 13.
Oof, that's a freaking whammy. Out of 21.
Because it's in a ship, it actually only gets 2 attacks on you.
Yeah, it's confined.
Gusty, its tail whips around and hits you for 24.
Oh my god.
On your EAC for 12 damage.
12 damage, okay.
Because this thing has a 10-foot range. And because of its aura, Elgar, Ghoul, give me another 13, I believe, fortitude.
Oh, man.
You're fatigued still.
Darn.
And Ghoul, you meet it. So you get it.
Okay.
All right, now Ghoul, your turn. And Elgar is not looking good.
Okay, well, I quickly whip off my glove and apply poison to the bayonet and go to an attack with it.
Oh, critical, and it's bleeding.
Okay.
With
Nice.
the poison, right?
Jeez. Okay, hang on.
Man, that's...
You did 23
so
damage.
it has to fort DC save, right?
Sheesh. Yes, so I'm doing the damage first, then I'm doing the poison.
I think that's the most brutal attack we've seen this game.
Yeah. It's like...
Jeez. So you're poison and the Blood Razor's poison,
Nice.
which the Blood Razor's poison takes days. So now each turn now until the dinosaur stops its bleeding, it takes 5 extra damage on its turn.
Nice.
Oh, it got 20 on its fortitude. It resists your poison, but it has a lot of fortitude.
Yeah.
It is a giant dinosaur.
I'll take the crit and just be happy, so.
You did a very good attack on it, though.
I might try to poison it again, because fuck it. I can do it twice a day. Screw it.
Now it's back to Gusty.
Couple of questions. There is some kind of gas tank thing here, I've noticed. Is that full?
Yes, there's a gas tank right next to its tail.
Does this look like it is full, or has it already been like damaged? And
It looks like it's got some dings, but it looks like it's full.
so, different train of thought. Would it be fair to say that in my engineering toolkit, there's some kind of conductive wire?
Yes, there is some wires. There's also exposed wires that you were just using.
Well, I mean conductive, like some kind of copper or whatever futuristic thing they're using in the Starfinder universe.
Yeah, there's within your engineering toolkit, there is conductive things.
I'm going to run over to this computer that shocked me a little while ago, and I'm going to attempt to run that wire from the computer onto the dinosaur's tail.
All right.
I have no idea what...
The tail is whipping around quite a bit.
I understand that this has a low chance of working.
So you're going to have to lasso, which means you're going to have to do a melee attack.
Oh, God.
Go for the butthole like in Deadpool 2.
Go for the butthole.
Shotgun right up his butt.
Melee attack, so that's good.
Listen, we've had extensive butt conversations in this podcast.
Have we?
Remember the vials
Oh, yeah.
of unknown liquid?
Still think that was a good idea.
Just trying to get those views,
Yeah,
Bowen.
people love butt talk.
Yeah, we gotta do a butt talk, guys.
People love butts.
Just add that as a tag for this episode.
All right. That's my base roll. I think should be about +3 for a melee attack.
Oh,
Yep, that does actually hit it. Wow, that hits its KAC.
in the butt?
All right. I don't think I have any movement or actions left, but if I do, it's going to be spent fucking with this computer until the security system kicks back into place.
Ooh, can you like close the door on it, or is the door just smashed to bits?
I think it just smashed through the wall. I don't know if I can do that.
Like Rancor style.
That would be cool, though. Anyway, I think that's my turn.
All right, so now the electric dinosaur has copper wire flung on its tail. I don't know, would you say about 10 feet, 5 feet of this wire in total? Some of it is on the tail, but you're trying to connect it to a power source.
I imagine I would have tried to like create sort of a big hook like in the copper wire and then,
right.
Just snag the tail with it and so I can get ready to like jam it into the computer.
Right. All right, that was Gusty's turn. Elgar, your go. You're not looking so hot.
Yeah. I'd like to use one of those 3d8 med kits. I think that's the smart choice.
All right, it'll be a movement to pull it out and then a standard to use it.
Smash that in my ankle.
You heal for 14, so you're at max health now.
Whew.
But no stamina.
And that's it, right? That's all I got?
Yep, that's all you got.
Okay.
Yes, so now you just have one.
Okay. One Healy bit. And I say, Ghoul, I'm about to explode, if you know what I mean, in a fiery way. Can you take WD-40 this next round and get him out of here?
You're not going to die, are you?
I can't guarantee that, but...
What else is new?
What's new? I was going to say I can walk backwards in time, but it hasn't been a day, so I can't.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Yep, same day. If you're dead, you're dead.
So, yeah.
I'm catching what you're throwing.
All right, so that was Elgar's turn. Now it's the electric, or the irradiated electric dinosaur. And it's tired of your shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit all three of you, but it rolled a 1
Oh, thank God.
to bite Elgar.
Keanu be praised!
To hit Ghoul, it got a 26
No, it didn't. It
for
got a
13
1,
damage.
2.
It did not.
Damn it.
3 separate attacks.
Wait, how much damage did you make?
13, not 30.
Okay. 13. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, I was going to be like, shoot.
No, Keanu chose me.
You're like, no, slap, slap, slap. And the tail
Oh, no.
actually, 10 doesn't hit your EAC, does
No,
it,
but
Gusty?
it's close.
Completely missing it, and the wire is just flailing about. Give me a reflex just to make sure it doesn't like hit you while it's flailing about.
That's reasonable. 13.
Yeah, you get it. It was a low DC. 13 gets it. But everybody, DC 13 Fortitude, not to be fatigued.
Oh, yes!
Elgar is not fatigued.
I'm back.
Neither is Gusty.
Mm,
Come on, Ghoul.
don't make me.
You got it, Ghoul.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
You made it. You did it. Nobody is fatigued this round. All right, Ghoul, you're next.
I'm going to try to do some John Wick kind of shit here. I'm going to do my trick attack where I make it so he doesn't get the attack of opportunity at me.
Very good.
Then he shoots ideally and then moves and goes the dog and tries to get away with the free movement.
You rolled a 1.
I probably shot the dog then.
You didn't shoot the dog, but you did shoot the roof.
Okay. And it's probably
And nothing else
okay.
happens. You just really miss.
And I let in a bat demon through the And the new scoot drops dead from the ceiling.
You can move farther away because you're still in base contact.
Well, I position myself. Well,
You should move at least 10 feet away.
I give Elgar like a sorry, bro. If you're gonna blow up, you're gonna kill the dog. So
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't think I can get to him before you blow up.
Now it's flat-footed because of your success.
Cool. I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right, so now, Gusty, you're next.
Well, the wire is still connected to the tail.
Correct, and you are still holding the wire.
Well, then that wire is going inside this computer. Is it possible to say that I ground myself somehow before I jam it into these electronics? I have like a leather glove or something. I don't think I do.
You could step on that nog.
Well, you're kind of a robot, and there are specific things that you don't have that would help you. But if you roll high enough engineering, I'd say you'd know how to ground yourself, because there's this copper wire and it's connected to this. If it wasn't connected, it'd be a different story, but it is connected. So you're just trying to connect this wire and make the computer electrocute the dinosaur.
I'm gonna roll this with my expertise die. So that's a 16, and that is a 17 total.
17. You're pretty sure you know how to get the wire attached, but you're not 100% sure it'll keep you from getting damage.
Well, here goes nothing. I jammed that wire in the most expertise way that I know how.
Both of you take 4d6 electricity damage.
What?
You can reflex for half. 14 damage total.
So 15 reflex.
Oh, you don't get it.
Yowza.
You take the full 14 damage. The dinosaur, however, seems to be kind of unfazed by the electricity.
Of course it is. This was a great idea.
Okay, Elgar, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Elgar looks at WD-40. Elgar looks at the dragon. Elgar looks at Ghoul. And then Elgar looks up to the ceiling through that little teeny tiny hole that Ghoul shot in the ceiling. And he says, "It's been a while, Dayman. Please, 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 please help me now." And he charges up. He's photon ready. He's ready to freaking supernova right now. And he says, "Please, Dayman, save WD-40 and also kill this giant monster." And then he supernovas.
Roll your supernova. Oh!
Yeah.
Wow! You rolled 19 for your supernova.
That was my Space Ghost theme song.
Jeez.
That was pretty great.
And the reflex. Oh, the electric dinosaur takes the full damage as your flames wreath it in fire. And WD-40, you can't quite see through the flames, but he doesn't move. Almost like he's not experiencing a fiery, painful death. But then you notice the electric dinosaur is still standing.
Oh, man.
As if it almost was resistant to some of those flames.
Oh, crap.
Now it's the electric dinosaur's turn. And you are in range.
Oh, no.
First, everybody make a fatigue aura check.
Oh, no.
Fortitude 13.
Oh.
You are fatigued. Ghoul.
18.
Elgar succeeds, and Gusty succeeds. And now it's gonna attack everybody.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
My AC went down.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh.
Elgar, it bites you at 24 for 12 piercing damage.
Oh, wee.
Ghoul, it slashes you for 23 and 12 sonic damage.
Ouch.
And Gusty, that tail whips around, the cable flings around, wraps around you, and electrifies you at an attack of 27 and 13 electric damage.
God. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm down.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Gusty.
You are down, but you are not dead.
This is abysmal.
Gusty Adams falls down, seemingly out of HP.
Just wrapped in his own failure.
Just still twitching from the electric cord that's wrapped around him.
Ghoul, it's up to you.
Oh, no.
The electric dinosaur is not doing too hot, but it's also taking you guys out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You heard Gusty Adams go, and thump to the ground.
Come on, Audrey. We need a miracle here. Trick attack.
Oh, 19 does not hit the DC you need for the trick attack to succeed. Although you do successfully hit it.
And try to, I'm moving away from it.
The electricity and fire damage from Audrey seems to have a minimal effect. Even though you do some damage, it seems like there's resistance to electricity and fire. The electric dinosaur is still up.
How far can I move? I can move 30 in my trick attack thing.
Yes, 30.
Okay, I'm at the end. I end up by Dusty to try to scrape him off the floor.
So to move past the tail to get next to Gusty, the electric dinosaur would have an attack of opportunity against you because it has a range of 10 feet.
But the trick attack, the
Even
trick
from
attack
its tail.
didn't land, so that wouldn't matter.
And because of that, it is no longer flat-footed.
Okay, well then I guess I'm going to hover outside of its range.
That was Ghoul's turn. Gusty Adams,
Yes, sir.
you gotta stabilize, otherwise you are going to die. And I have been docking the 5 points of bleeding damage per turn on the electric dinosaur. I just want to let that be known.
Nice.
Just things that-
All right, Gusty, so you have to stabilize yourself for a quarter of your resolve points.
Oh, okay. So I just lose like 2 resolve points and stabilizes how it.
Yeah, otherwise you lose 1 resolve point per turn until you run out, and then you die after you have no more resolve points. You can buy 6 rounds if your people can like cast stabilize on you, which is a spell, or run up and do some medical stuff just to save yourself from spending a whole lot of points.
Yeah, I'm fine with just spending the resolve points for now.
All right, you've got 4 out of 6 resolve points left, and you are stabilized. That is your turn.
Yay!
Okay, yeah, stabilizing just means you're no longer dying, but you still have 0 hit points.
Okay.
And you are unconscious. So yes, you are still at 0. All right, Elgar, it's your turn.
Elgar looks over at WD-40 and says, WD, are you okay?
WD-40 is unmoved. WD-40 cannot stop looking at the irradiated electric dinosaur.
Oh, man. Guess I've only got one choice. To use what my mama gave me. She said, if in doubt, claws out. Claws out, baby. Unarmed Vesk attack.
Both of your strikes miss the dinosaur.
That sucks.
Oh, damn. This thing is gonna eat us.
And now the electric dinosaur looks at
Big
you.
old whammy. It's like I just sort of like, yada, the air and missed it.
The dinosaur opens its mouth and screams at you for 14 sonic damage.
Yowza. What does that do? Just minus 14?
Reflex save of DC 13 for half damage.
Okay. Ba-boom.
Oh, you get it. 7 damage.
7.
And
Okay.
everybody, including Ghoul, well, no, not Ghoul. Gusty, oh, you're pretty much dead. Elgar, roll a fatigue aura save. DC 13 fortitude.
What a dude. Oh, dang.
You're fatigued. All right, Ghoul, it's up to you.
Yeah.
There's a big old dinosaur butt waving its tail at you.
You got a grenade?
Yeah.
Put a grenade up its butt?
Yeah, screw Gusty. We don't need him.
Yeah, I guess we do need him.
I was tried to run over and get up Dusty.
You can heal him with a syringe. Not a syringe. A serum of healing.
Yeah, the Mark 1 health serum. Is that the one?
Yeah, because if you heal him, he can pop back up, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're stabilized, which means you can be healed. He doesn't have to heal himself, which means heal the 4, Gusty, and that was Ghoul's turn. Gusty, you're up and at him, but you're laying on the ground.
Oh god, it's my turn already. Okay. Can I attempt to... This might just be a full disengage, actually, to, like, tumble out of base contact, so...
Yes, you can tumble using acrobatics.
It's a 21.
Which direction do you go?
Where's that door? Is it possible to tumble into the bridge, or is that too much of a weird line?
Tumble at a right angle.
I mean, the door was unlocked.
Oh, it's not open. That's right. I'm just gonna go back against this wall here then.
When you pass by the Nog, it gets startled and explodes.
Oh.
Roll a DC 17
Sure,
fortitude
that's-
save.
Fine.
Ghoul, you too. This is a poison.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
17 on the dot.
You get it. Ghoul, you're next. Roll your fortitude.
Hey, remember how we share that flop frog stuff? You know, don't want to hurt me.
The Nog got startled and exploded in a 15-foot radius of poison.
I got 15.
And you are poisoned.
So wait, does the dino get poisoned too?
The dino does get poison, but it succeeded its fortitude.
I hate this dinosaur.
Yeah, this one
This dude is vicious.
sucks.
I was kind of thinking maybe we should retreat, guys. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of trapped.
It is, I can tell you, it is really not doing well. Elgar just keeps missing at critical moments.
Was that disengage my full turn?
Yes, that disengage was your full turn. And Ghoul, you are now weakened.
I'll just cower in this corner then.
fatigue and weak.
And I'm looking up weakened. It's a constitution. Sorry, I should have had this already up. You have -2 penalty for fortitude saves and constitution checks and constitution-based DCs. Oh, right, it's poison. Regardless of whether you succeed or not, you get 7 damage instantly from poisons.
That's amazing.
Ay.
So Gusty Adams is now at 0 hit points again. And Ghoul, you took 7 damage.
I tumbled into an exploding frog that killed me. That's amazing.
You still have resolve points.
All right, I got 15 hit points now.
All right, Elgar, it is finally your turn, and Ghoul, you are still poisoned.
Okay, I want to ask if I can do something. I feel like you're going to be like, nope, that's too many things you want to do.
Tell me what you want.
I really want to scoop up WD-40 and throw a grenade at the monster and like get to cover.
It would absolutely get an attack of opportunity against you because you are pitted in a corner.
No.
And it's blocking your escape, so you'd have to like roll almost a natural 20 tumble just to get slightly farther away from it, but you'd still be in base contact because it's such a big monster that has pushed its way through the metal wall and into your area.
What would it take to throw a grenade right down its gullet, like straight through its mouth into its throat? What would I have to roll?
You'd have to roll really, really, really high because this game doesn't have that kind of dynamic, but we can figure it out.
I just want to wind up and throw a grenade straight at its face.
Just do it.
Hang on, you would have to hold your turn and then wait for it to use a breath attack, and while it shouts at you, damaging you, you'd have to throw a grenade down its throat and succeed that attack.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
You heard me, Bowen.
You would act at the same time, so even if it kills you...
Would I still like do the fortitude thing and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold my grenade for the right moment and then power throw this thing.
It's the irradiated dinosaur's turn.
What do I have to roll? I just want to get ready. For
So it'd be a 1d20 plus your strength modifier to throw it, and you'd have to hit its KAC.
Go big or go home, Austin.
Hey.
The electric dinosaur rears up.
It starts playing that movie from like that song from like Friday Night Lights. It's like do 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 do. Like it's like the big game. He's gonna throw like.
And you can tell the dinosaur's charging up a scream. Even though it looks horribly wounded, it bellows its breath attack. And it hits you for 15 damage. And you roll a 1.
Oh my god.
Yup. Roll to 1, baby.
So I feel like he just like throws it's like mid throwing the grenade and just vaporizes.
Oh, no.
You miss. Roll a d8 now.
Just a D8. Okay.
And then do a reflex of DC 13 to take half damage. Otherwise, you're like dead.
Took half damage.
And the grenade lands behind you. The grenade lands behind you, but can still detonate and hit the dinosaur The grenade did 6 damage, which is good. The dinosaur gets scorched in the face, and there's a cascading effect, and the entire dinosaur loses consciousness, falls down, and its head falls off. The dinosaur is dead.
Oh my goodness. Should have just punched it. Jeez Louise.
And WD-40 walks up to you and starts licking your wounds.
And it heals me to max health. Thanks, WD-40. You're the best.
And we all got ice cream.